Hey, whoa, hey, Chili, what's up? Hey, BG, how you doing? Oh, hello. Oh, well done. All right, sweet. You set up the stream. Nice. How we doing? Thanks, Chili Beans. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll just get that lock in here. Thank you. All right. Okay, we're in. We're in. Oh, Beansy. All right. Okay. All right, let's get some music going. Beauty. Yep. All right. All right, so I had Chili set up the stream. What's this? Sacrifice to the pit of despair. Sacrifice, treats, parkies, nap and treats. Come on now, Beansy. You're gonna relegate. You're getting relegated to dog camp. Good dog. Good dogs. Hey. Oh, wait, we need full dog cam for that. What's this one, buddy? Good boy, buddy boy. It's getting examined. It's good, buddy. No, buddy. Come on now. Oh no. Oh yeah, good boy. Oh, buddy, I could never outdo that. Oh, I flipped dog cam. Interesting. Yeah, I know. If I really want to put up some real numbers, I think the music was way too loud yesterday. All right, Chili. Nice. Sacrifice to the pit of despair. Okay. Let's get some actual... Hey? Yo! Oh, wait, the joke. We'll go back to the joke. Little joke there for anyone that watches the beginning of the stream. Buddy boy, hey? Are you a good boy, buddy? What's this one? There's not enough angle on this 360 cam. No, oh no, I changed it. Look, it's got two cameras and it can like look in all directions. No hide in my... Yeah, well, Chili set up the stream and I was like, whatever you do, we don't need to make a sacrifice to the pit of despair, but she had her own ideas, so we need to hide in my... All aboard! We spent all morning joking about the sacrifice to the pit of despair that we I didn't actually think of what to do. Train, panel, mock-up. Train, panel, in-game. It's a 360 cam. Like I tried using a GoPro yesterday, but the GoPro software for webcams is like the worst software ever written. It just constantly crashes. And then I was like, oh, I've got this 360 cam. I bought it when I did a video job, and I was like, I wonder if it can webcam, and it can webcam two directions at once. Good doggies. Which was pretty cool. But it's like, how do you use the webcam on this thing? And it's like, first you need to upgrade the firmware or download the app. Well, download the app on the computer. It's like you can't download the computer app without the serial number. I'm like, how do I get the serial number? Oh, you got to log into the thing through the phone. I'm like, come on, man. GoPro, I don't know, there's just this thing called GoPro webcam, and it's a little thing that runs in the corner, and it never works, and it sucks, and I deleted it. I'm never using it again. Ragtime time. I don't know what else to do today. I mean, this is probably going to take all day, but we'll see. But yeah, the Insta3. Buddy boy, are you eating the bed? Buddy boy, are you eating the bed? Maybe we need I wonder if I can go to the dog. This one. Go to dogs only. Drop a little frame on this bad boy. Dog. There it is. Perfect. It needs a little we need a little color grade, color correction. We need the, well, it doesn't really have color multiply. It needs blue. Okay, that's a little much. Okay, that's a bit better. A bit blue. Oh, brighten it up. There we go. Whoa, not that kind of brightness. Oh, see that yellow? That yellow is bad. Maybe some of that? Oh. It's professional to get all this stuff out of the way before you start streaming. We could put a HDR tone mapping override. I don't know what that does, but we won't mess around with that. We need a pit, and it can have a station, and we throw people into the pit from the daisy train. And DL, because that's right. Yep, good call. Oh, that looks bad now. Ding, ding, ding. Color space. It just works though, that I think it just looks better like that. The Wheel of Fire. The Ring of Fire. That's something you get when you have too much hot sauce on your kebab. Okay. Hi, my. So how are we all doing? I'm like, I don't know. It's all just become memes. There's no actual. Oh yeah. I was playing around with some design stuff, just messing around with the little, yeah. I can see it with my waking eyes. So I made a little, I was playing around with some design ideas for a train locomotive card thing. But then as I did it, I was like, then I loaded the game up. I'm like, doesn't look anything like the game. And I think it's a bad idea for multiple reasons. It's kind of cool though. It's like embossed. And I was like, oh, you could make them 3D. Oh, the train goes outside the edge. You could make them 3D, and you could add cars and upgrade or whatever. But I was beginning to think this is not I don't think it's a good way of doing it for a lot of reasons. It's Friday. You add some kind of filter so it looks more like used paper. Yeah, it kind of does on here. It's got like a grain to it. There's a grain blend. I guess you could up the intensity of the grain or something. Or yeah, paper thing. But I did think that your version of Visual Studio no longer supported or serviced. I can't move to latest. Man. It's funny how like 10x is like I've become a believer in like one person or a small team making an app dedicated to doing one job. Yeah, as soon as I looked at this and then I looked at like this, I was like, well, these two things don't really look like they're in the same universe design wise. So I was like, I had an idea of, I think the UI, whoa, okay, you can do that. I think the UI visuals should be more minimalist and sort of apply these kind of bright colors and things, and yeah. Base UI going once you find the style. Yeah, that's the thing. This is why I don't want to get too into the style. I'm more thinking of the function of the thing, and I think what I want to try is like one, you click the train panel and it opens up a panel of trains, all the trains that you have, and they're either, you know, they're on the tracks or not. There's like live trains and then trains that you have that you haven't used, and with those on that panel you can, I don't know whether it needs to open another panel with the train info. But I thought a good start would be to open up something and actually like have a reference point of the actual imagery, the looking, grab a screen or something. Have this always in the project so you can sort of see how it would look on top of it or whatever. Yeah, I want to like keep the, because I'm thinking like what is the focus in the game? And the focus currently is figuring out how to move the cargo around. And like if it becomes too like about trains and resource management and stuff, then it's kind of shifting the focus to a different style of game. And maybe the game does shift that way, but I want whatever the interfacing, whatever the input for the player, I want it to be simple to play and simple to understand. They're looking at these like, what are the heck are all these? So whatever the train is, you're like, oh, there's a train, I'll put it on a track. Like, it doesn't have to, you don't have to look at menus and things, and you know, I don't think I want it to fall into that kind of simulation-y vibe. So yeah, but function over form first. I also want it to sit in its own little world of like, not like, I'd like you to be able to play it and be like, huh, I don't really, this reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is, rather than, oh yeah, this looks like that game exactly, you know? I don't know. So perhaps do some kind of like mock-up of a panel, but using, oh wow, this thing is real buggy. Always the window is buggy. Look at the way it's drawing. It's so like, Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Dum, dum. Cursed. I spent 30 minutes moving my internet cords off the ground and putting them along the top of the wall. Came up a little short. No. Horizontal. This has become a little unwieldy real quickly. I kind of need this to have like quite a big thing, because if I was to like just composite these two together. Oh, whoops, probably the other way around would be better. Well, it's a giant one. Now this is going to be hard to... You know, I don't think those things really are the one. In fact, I'm just going to use this non... Yeah, it's a cool... It's kind of alright, but it's just not the one. Man, in my old place, we had like, we were trying to connect like one building to another building, and I ran like a 50-meter Ethernet cable all around, like didn't tell any of the landlords or anything, just did it. And it came like along the outside of the walls and down through doors and stuff. And then when we left, we were just like, we'll just coil that up, because it's like running along these high walls that we can't get to. So we'll just leave that coiled up. I wonder if it's still there. Someone will be like, wait a second, what is this cable? Look at this thing though. Perfect. I just nabbed someone's artwork. I'm saying it live because I'm not going to use this stuff, but it was just for mock-up purposes. Problem is I kind of want to... It's hard to work like this, to be both able to see that thing and see the whole screen, I guess. You can lock the preview. Oh, that didn't do anything. But yeah, more the function of what, now we're in this like world. Also, I was working off this color palette I just found, which is like the wrong color palette. I think the color palette, I think I've got some, maybe I'll make one. Palette. You can just make a palette, and you can, more like, I think there's one called Rockers. Thinking it's more got like some sort of bluey, this kind of color as like a background color or something. I do like the idea of like leaning into these greeny colors and maybe like some yellowy, warm yellowy color. And then maybe like an orangey color palette. Yeah. So I also want to, maybe I'm going to file save and then file save as another one. Let's just call it train panel. Oh, I called it train. Okay. Perhaps grab, I'll just see how it looks. Oops. Corner radius. Might be too dark. Play with the colors and see. I don't actually mind it. Go back to whatever you were. They might, I don't know whether you can get away with just bright colors. For all the UI, it might become too disgusting. So you can do something like that shape again and then scale it down a bit and then give it like an outline and pick, I don't know, like this or something. Make it bigger and then you can just send the outline. So you can composite this with like some sort of thing like that. Although it's not really just a direct scaling, it's more of like a center plus scale. Have some sort of thingy-mabob. Width. What's cool is if you put an input into here, it takes the other. No. No. Keep it simple. This is probably not the app for this type of thing. It's probably better to just do it in like Affinity or something. It's just good for like shape generation. Text, well, say we just recycle this train thing here. We get some sort of train, we colorize it to some sort of other color. It might be too impossible to do. I suppose it's nice doing this kind of thing, like just noodling around, because it takes quite a while to like discover the kind of thing you want to do. Text, draw text, trains, make it, I found some things, Ashington, perfect. This does like an auto sizing thing. Zzz. Don't know whether this is the right font. I don't have all my fonts in here. I've just got like some. I mean, obviously these are not the right fonts, but you know. Just something. Output. I don't know why. It does dynamic output. I don't know why it's so small. You can do this crop content thing. Trains. Trains, perfect. Zzz. Again, it's this little retro vibe is a little off. Trains. Bum, bum. Tiny bit of transparency. Oops. Do we support transparency? Where's our little palette? Trains. Trains. Orange. It's also hard to like align things. Trains with a Z, maybe? That might be nice. Keyboard. Waybill. Oh yeah, true. Well, this is the thing. I'm like, on this original one, it was like had like horsepower and top speed, and I was like, I don't know whether how far I want to go down like the actual engineering-y side of things, and how much just to do the kind of fun side, like speed, power, or something like that. Have them as just values that are just like random values. So say there are trains. Say we can repeat these trains. Repeat. What is it? What did I just say? Repeat. Repeat. Repeat yourself. Repeat. So the start position can be there and the shift position can be like there. 0 and do like, say we've got like a bunch of trains. Sorry if everything's really small and silly. So these are like your live trains. Oh yeah. Really appreciate the quality of work and stuff. Thank you, Randolph Fouquetta. Should make a rip-off of Daisy Trains with zombies and zombie trains. Daisy Trainsy. Hey man, I think you should. Who said transparency? Ooh. Block color. Sorry, I was just, trains. So there's like, you know, there's always a battle between what can you just infer from looking at it and what needs to be explicitly said. So the only thing with this is, if I made it like taller, go big, sir. Not that big. So I made it like quite tall. That's that. Oh, this is what's annoying about this method. Okay. Oh, this is that. That is that. Yeah. Who can tell me, could make it feel more puzzle-like or immersive if it's more engineer-focused? Yeah, well, I want to start with like just an average person going in. Yeah, that's like one of those ones like games. I was thinking about games that are like very simple inputs, but very complicated gameplay, like Hearthstone or Dota or something like that. If you actually look at the inputs on those, there's like 4 buttons. Or maybe there's all your stuff in your inventory or stuff. But you know, the actual, like, it feels like, oh, I could just pick this up. All you do is click around and click on things, you know? The only thing here is like, we don't really have space to draw all the containers. Which, oh yeah, question, how in the heck could, how in the heck do like windows with scroll bars work? Like in terms of UI drawing, if you've got like a window in here and then you want to scroll this and it goes out, do you have to like draw masks or something to, like, how does OpenGL, how do you manage that with OpenGL? Do you have to like, because you still draw the rect, but then is there like a shader or something and you pass in a mask? I have no idea how you do that. Let's go get this car. And then one thing I did in other game Potions was I had it so like all the ingredients and potions, oh, I got the same thing, whoops, were like shown to you as like every potion you made on that day was shown to you in your little book. Oh, we might need to change the size of this bad boy a little bit. You could do something like have this, and then like it could just say, this is such a dumb way of designing things, but it's kind of fun. Times like 12, whatever. X12. Oh, this needs to be repeated as well. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. This is times 12. Hey. So it shows like how many cars are on the train just by looking at it. I guess this thing, if you try and put everything in one thing, Anno 1404 and 2205 have nice, simple. You look at that UI and be like, yeah, it's nice and simple. And then you look at like how, and then you look at the like credits for the UI team. I did look at Anno 1800 UI. It's actually in my search history. You look at the UI team. They got these. Oh yeah, very nice. That's a Ubisoft game, right? Yeah, there's probably like 20 people on the UI team. Interesting shapes. Little windows. Little hand-drawn paintings. Yeah. Very cool. Oh yeah, this kind of thing. Yeah, this thing, I guess, with a toolbar and then sub settings or whatever, they got little arrows. That's interesting to show that they go up, and then like a resources thing at the top. I did think about this, or this is like the current thing you're looking at. This is your resources, so this might be like a thing. Man, just looking at this makes me dizzy. The amount of like, you know, the UI that's crazy. The UI that's crazy is the Warhammer, Total War Warhammer UI. Because not only is there like this mega UI, but then for each different faction you play, the UI is styled differently. Like, man, the UI team must be developer credits. 1,300 people. Only 10 got only 10 thanks though. The rest of you, programming, game content design, lead artists, concept. So they got 4 people that just like come up with ideas. Level art, user interface, lead UI designer. UI designers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Icon artists, 2 people that just did the icons. Wow. I mean, it's pretty incredible looking game. You gotta give it a credit. It is pretty incredible. Look at these are nice icons. Sorry, I digress. Oh. This begs the question. I can actually put in mathematics in the credits. There'll be mathematics consultants, mathematics engineers. Yeah, look at them working hard. I should do what they do. Why am I trying to do this? Okay, so I hate it. But other than that, it's good. Because there's quite a lot of stuff, then you might need like some little buttons. I'm just gonna steal them because they already exist. This isn't it. Some little buttons of some description. Like you can add a car or whatever. This palette that follows me around. Down, 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 down. Plus, 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 add a car to that. Already it sucks. Perfect. I did this like that one from last night, that other card. I spent about half an hour on it and it just sucked the whole time. And then it was like, oh, it's okay at the end. But it has to go through the suckiness. Hey. Now you just want to like grab everything and move it along a bit. We should probably use an actual design software rather than this madness. Functional. So like how much time would it take to build this? You need like to be able to draw images and text, a little text thing there. On demand. That's right, it's a couple of characters and a couple of buttons. And then there's like another thing that's like some little bar or something. Man, just select the latest one. And then, oh man, I should have combined all these things. I should have combined them all so that I could just copy paste them. Use the CSV Excel node in Composer. Oh, CSV. I did try and do some techie data stuff when I was making Space Game, where I was trying to like, I wonder if they'll open. Where was it? It's Beyond Nexus. That ain't it. Starships, Pixel Composer, Ship Generator. What's the latest one? Ship Design Test. Oh no, that ain't it. There was one where I was like trying to like create JSON files. In fact, I did. In fact, it is somewhere. It was kind of interesting. It might not have been in here. Where would I have put it? Res Pixel Composer. Yo. Asteroid Generator, enemy art files. It was one of these later ones, I think. Had this whole, oh no, that's date modified yellow centipede. I got rid of it all because it was all like, do these still work? Some of these you have to like change one thing or something and then it'll update, but Seems to be all broken. It's probably an old version. Oh yeah, see here. Here I was like getting these offsets and then doing all this math stuff and creating a JSON file. Putting the file name and combining them and creating a struct of the trail offsets where the projectile spawns. Because I was like, I mean, it's kind of, this is one thing about Pixel Composer that kind of sucks. It's like, oh, see, it is kind of working. It's just like, it's not always very backwards compatible. Because things go in and then they stop working once you upgrade the software. Yeah, well, there was like, I had no UI to like specify where on the ship I wanted, like, say, the trails to come from. And I was like, well, how do I specify this? And I had like a spreadsheet. But I'm like, well, in Pixel Composer, I can see where they are in pixel values. So I was like, oh, maybe I can just send them through this network of nodes that calculates that and spits it out. Okay. It's just too much, man. I guess it's also hard to know like which train is which that you're adding to. Do we need all this? Maybe instead of all trains, we just need, I just want to like something that shows what trains you've got to put down. Perhaps it is something like this. And then this gets like, it pops up and you can, I don't know, pick a thing. Pick a train. How many trains do you have? Pick a train. And then put it, you click it, and then now you can put it down. And that's it. And then if you click it, its little window pops up again and you can upgrade it. Maybe that's better. And instead of that, maybe we have like a one like this for the train that looks a bit more like this, looks a bit less like this, unless we just go through and like recolor all this stuff. I mean, to begin with, I'd probably just like make some simple background art. Where does all this stuff come from? Where does it come from? This render to this. Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah. Mini Metro. Yeah. Oh. I played Mini Motorways. Text, draw text to be like this orange color or something. Oh, lovely. Then these colorizers can be like, this color can be like this color. Beautiful. This color can be like that color. Oh, lovely. This reminds me of original Daisy Trains. It was just like pain. Oh, hey, there's something actually worked. Oh, what did I do? I did the wrong thing. Make this color to be like... Oh, I like it. I think I like it, actually. I've got this outline. Where is this outline coming from? This outline. Oh! Oh, and then the locomotive needs to change color also, right? To that. Zoop. Oh, wait. Hey. Why did it... Oh, remove color. Oh, yeah. Something like this.
3, 2.
I got these little gears. I was like, this made me think, I was like, the gears... I can just make this to be a color, right? And turn off all this colorization. I was like, maybe the gears are like the resource you get to upgrade things. So you can upgrade a train or a factory or a port or a ship. It's hard. It's hard to know. That almost needs to be that color, but then it needs to switch color halfway or something. Beautiful. Sorry if everyone's talking like, what are you doing? This is disgusting. I'm just following the nose. Dark theme. In Mini Metro, the more you progress, the more locomotives, wagons, tunnels, etc. you unlock. Yeah, you drag wagons onto existing Metro to upgrade it. Yeah. So what I thought was, like, say you unlock a level, it goes bring, and you get a new locomotive, obviously, but then you get a choice of like another locomotive or 12 cars or something. So you can kind of choose, and you got a chance to get, there's a little randomness in there. And then so you can be like, oh, I'm going to prioritize more wagons or more locomotives. And then these scrap, maybe the parts you get by, I don't know, for every cargo container that goes from one place to another or something. Or there's another metric that allows you to get scrap, or what do you call it? Parts. And then parts you can use to upgrade the trains, the ports, the things. Maybe stacks can be made to take more cargo or something. It's kind of alright-ish. It's a bit weird. Oh, put some normal lighting on there, Chief. Oh, it's did it already because it's procedural. That is one cool thing about the proceduralism. Okay, so it's a little heavy on the colorization. Maybe this yellow needs to be not yellow. Perhaps. I should be referencing these colors rather than, maybe there's just a nice grey-y color or something. Maybe it's a slightly bluish, grayish bluish. Where are you, palette? I need a palette everywhere. It's almost like this. Oh, I guess I can send it to a preview window and it can just sit there. Where does this even go? This is like recreating Photoshop. Alright, so this, could be that color. And this could be that color. This is where you actually kind of want to not do it this way. Hello? There it is. Okay. The gears also, perhaps. Kingdoms Reborn has a nice mechanic where you get new cards periodically, but you can re-roll if you pay the game's currency. Oh, that's cool. It's a bit neon. Yeah, that green's a bit much. Oh, lovely. I kind of need these to be like in... So looking at this, the only thing that's actually UI is this text and these buttons. And you could just use a... Oh, this has also got this like... It's got this like train that's being... Ooh. Added on top there as a little background element. Why does it look so funny? These would be cool if they were 3D. And then you kind of need like another camera, right? That renders these 3D items. You could make them like, give them normal maps and stuff. So when you move the mouse, they move and they get lit. We could de-yellowify that border and make it, I mean, you know, so this is, all these questions have many, many answers and I don't know what the answers to them are. So I just kind of keep playing around and see where we get to. A locomotive! Oh yeah, now this thing becomes more of a featured thing. Oh, that color picker doesn't always work. Hard to see, nice to see, but then hard to see. That's kind of cool, but it needs a outline now. This is going to look really good. Where is this one connected to? This one here? Server 6? No! What are you connected to? This one. Servers 5. Alright. Outline width. Inactive. Active width. But make it this color. Oh, okay. As long as it needs to be readable, yes, indeed. Well, you need to be able to see, like... The other thing I was like is the locomotive, like say it's a steam locomotive, is it always a steam locomotive? And it only has like maximums, like, but then you get a diesel one that's gonna have higher maximums. So you can't actually change the type of train, but you can level it up. That could be alright. Maybe the yellow needs to go as well. Just strip all the color away. Strip all the color until it's just, everything's gray. Or maybe the locomotive shows like it's level or something. I don't know. Like they got different locos have different levels. Everyone loves when everything's like, who was the first one to be like, rare things are purple. And now every game ever has this rarity index with purple and green. Was it Diablo? Was it Diablo started that thing? In Diablo 2, were they I don't know. Yeah, they were like unique as yellow. All right. Well, you know, as a starting point, this is all going to be kind of technical to implement. There needs to be like a way to like hover them, a way for the front one to come to the front. And then do all these internal things, and then if they move, then all the things within them need to move. Like this looks hard, but maybe we'll just do a real basic impl. If I copy this, I can make another one, and then I can get rid of like any UI elements. Get rid of the buttons, get rid of the buttons, get rid of the buttons, get rid of the cars. Just have something like this. Even this will probably change based on what type of loco it is, but we'll just, you know, it's probably a bit tall also. Save current frame. All right. Easy. Man, imagine in Unity you'd just go like UI object. It has all these things, connect them all up, and it works. UI textures. Train UI. We'll go loco info background. Loco card background. Sweet. Game UI. Is this where we're keeping things? The GUI? I guess so. The genie. Oh, we've got the struct called button. I don't think we use this anywhere. I think this was an old idea. UI button. Yeah. Goodbye. Genie texture pointer. Easy to compose things. Yeah, there's no composition in this engine. It's just manually managed. Train card background is what it was, I think. Let's close everything down. Game UI.cpp. Okay, so these are our text things. GUI train card background. Rules textures load. Res UI textures. Did I save that into the right folder? Whoa. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's in there. We're in there. UI textures train UI train card BG PNG GG. I like ECS, but also found it could be overkill for most simple stuff. Like it requires so much more thinking and planning. Yeah. Well, you can do like a, I don't know, paradigmless approach. Definitely like, yeah, in ECS, it's not very easy. Well, you're using like Entity, right? That manages a lot of the stuff for you. Update. So this draw function is dead. It doesn't do anything. Cargo station UI update. That's good because we're going to get rid of that too. One big thing we need to do, I mean, I guess we could just draw this thing on the screen to see if it works, but we know it works. Well, actually, we don't have a function to draw. We could draw a giant button. One thing I did think is that test train card giant button. Actually, Pine's not here, eh? This was the whole... Pine's not here. That was the thing. He was the one getting sacrificed if he didn't show up. Genie UI button, image button, train card, erect. We need erect. Rect equals. Here's the thing where you're always having to calculate the alignment of everything. F32 width equals dot train card background dot width. I guess we can just say x dot x equals the screen center x minus width over 2.0 and y equals, I don't know, like, I guess we need the height as well. I guess we can just say screen center y minus GUI train card background dot height over 2. Then dot width equals, yeah, you guessed it, train card background dot width. I guess that's all we need is the rect. Texture is the GUI dot train card background, and the color can be white. Oh, I love arrows. Well, should we just get the texture text equals G? In fact, why don't we get a reference? No, because it's a pointer. We could still get a reference, but we need the pointer. Equals GUI. It's a dot. And then that's so annoying to keep remembering all these things. Text width, text height. So at some point I'll realize there's like a commonality to all these things we want to do. Text. Text equals not bottom toolbar, card background. Is this not a thing? Did we? Dude. Okay, so that is that. And then this is 932. Will this draw a giant? No. Where's my giant thing? Is this an unside of some if? Do we load the thing? Failed to load Trix's train card Okay, so I probably typed the name in wrong, something fun like that. Hide am I, we've done. Train, what was it called? UI textures. Train UI, loco card. Come on, man. Locomotive. Dun. Oh, we're not refreshing. Perfect. Doop, 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 doop. Is it really that big? I guess it is. You should probably check the size of things before you do this. How big are you? 1920 by 1080 is pretty big. But that shouldn't be bigger than the whole screen. The screen's... How big is the screen? I thought the screen's 2560 by 1440. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's that doesn't quite add up there, sir. Rec, width, and height. So how high are you? Oh, is it gonna release mode just remove everything? Width 1080, height 1920. Is this where we were like finding that we're drawing things twice the size? Image button. Weird. Because all these were like, if we made these the size of these, build mode textures 0 dot width, how big are they? Dum dum down down, bam 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 bam. They look big for 256 by 256. 876. 1131. Actually, 1131 minus 876 is 256. Okay, well, it was 1 pixel off. Okay, so those are correct. This is just, I don't know why this is so monstrous. Oh, of course, yeah, because what am I talking about? Of course it's bigger than... 1920 is bigger than 1440, that does make sense. Scale. Let's do a real rough scaly whirly. Scale it. Does this change the actual output size? Oh, ringing. Who ringeth? Who calleth? Oh, brother. Big UI. What software? This one. This madness. This is called Pixel Composer. Let's just send one of these in directly and just see what it actually is compared to... Well, this is not 1440, is it? That looks good. Ship it. Pixel Composer. It's made by a solo dev. Oh, there it is. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's a little blurry. Is that just because I scaled it down too small? You. Yeah, Pixel Composer is a little beauty. We'll go do our daily Pixel Composer sales pitch. Pixel Composer, 1450 Australian dollars. Oh yeah, look at this. He makes a thing and then he procedurally changes. Wow! I feel like some of the more modern demos he does is so sick. On his Twitter, he makes some cool stuff. Let's see if we can find him. Real nice chap. Like, seems like a nice person. I don't know how to spell his name though. Oh, I think I found. No, I didn't find. See a post. Where's the latest? Come on, man, I follow him, so maybe I get the post. Actually, it's MacMDev. Is there a link to your X there, bro? Website. Oh, it's got a website. Rad. Ding, 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 ding. Ah, yes. He makes some things like this. Wow, what a cool website. Oh, it does like that. He's got all these like simulation nodes and stuff. Smoke sims and liquid sims. Very cool. New like smear ones and stuff. Fluid glass. Oh yeah. Oh, go away. Yeah, this sort of stuff. It's kind of cool. Very cool for pixel art stuff. Yeah, see, this was getting into how I was doing spaceship generators. Very cool, man. Oh, yes. Constantly updating it, but also sometimes breaking it. Yes. Yes, I should let him know. I was like, man, actually, that's an like. If we go into DaVinci Resolve, DaVinci bought Blackmagic Design bought Fusion, which was like a compositor. I was just going to kill the stream, and then integrated it into DaVinci, which is a really cool tool, but it like has not been updated in so long. It's so archaic in the way that it like its interfaces and whatnot. Oh, this is a job I'm working on. But it's essentially a lot of the same stuff. It's just really slow and annoying. Fast noise. So this is like a noise generator. And then if you wanted to like keyframe it, you go, yeah, I'll send the, I don't know, the brightness, set a keyframe, and then over a few frames we'll change the brightness. And that's all good. And you're like, oh yeah, that kind of works, but let me get to the keyframes. And then you're looking at the keyframes and you're like, dude, the keyframes are 1 pixel. And it's on the other side. How do I get it over here? They're 1 pixel and the catch radius is like 5 pixels. And then the mouse goes backwards and you're like, bruh, I want to grab all these and move them. I can barely see that line. I want to smooth them. Like, come on, man, it's 2025. We can't be having single pixel line keyframes. Even they've even put in the main editor, like keyframing for all the different stuff in your general clip, like the keyframing in the editor is now better than in the actual visual effects. Anyway, sorry, rant over. So when Pixel Composer, I'm like, man, this dude's just recreated visual effects software for pixel art on his own. All right, anyway, we were doing something. We made a thing. What were we doing? We're making our big train card thingies. Oh, dog cam. There's movement on dog cam. Oh yeah, I made these big. Okay. Cool. Beep, 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 beep. Uncoded accidental button animation, push animation. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, cool. Perfect. Okay, we're hard coding that to that. I did think there could be a collection thing. Bit. What I also thought is there should be like a there should be an actual engineer in here doing this. Okay, so there's this button we want to react differently. Because right now all the button animations are like hard coded. So I was like, well, you could have like a description of a button or some button specification that you send into the button thing. This image button takes a string. We don't want to start giving it like 20 parameters of like the rect and how big does the rect grow to and how quick is the animation stuff. So maybe you make like a image button specification that carries all that data and you just pass it in as one thing as an option, and then all this animation stuff gets moved out to somewhere else. But things like customizing the animation of the cards and stuff will be not straightforward with the system. But one major thing that all this kind of hinges on is currently there's concept of trains are, we have a train, that's fine. We have a train manager, that's global. But then in the level, I'd never populated this file. Each level has its own train manager. Oh yeah, and trains. So we actually need to remove that, and the level doesn't know about the trains. The trains become global, which might be a little crazy, which will be crazy. Because now everything will break. But in the world now, we want the player to have like resources of some type. So the world, I don't know if it's in the world, perhaps it's in the world, there will be like trains, and then there will be a, I don't know, some vector. Man, I've realized just how much C++ just slowly takes over your project when you're like, oh, I'll chuck a vector in here. It's going to be easier to manage. And then I went to change all the vector to standard vector to write in the actual standard colon, and like, they're everywhere now. They're everywhere. You become so reliant on it. So trains, train. Now we have this. This is all the layer trains. And then there could be like, I don't know whether there should be lists of like active trains. You should be able to like only add to trains. You never lose trains. So maybe this data is consistent. So you can consistent data. C++ templates, concepts, and type traits. Standard vector, I know. Originally I had like a design goal of like no heap allocations during runtime. like after initialization. And it was like that for a while. I built this arena system. Even the levels and stuff still do use this old arena system where they like do mem world allocate to this global arena. And once they get allocated, that allocator allocates at the beginning of the game mem world init megabytes 64. So it's like nothing ever. And then I was like, dynamic arrays. Now when you want to make an array, you can just get a raw pointer to some piece with a size, but then the management becomes such a nightmare. Yeah, I don't even know about all that stuff. I just gave in and gave up and was like, we'll use vectors, but don't worry about it. Standard vector of train pointers that could be active trains. And then you could have a vector of train pointers, available trains. But now we're managing so many lists. You could just do if checks on player trains and be like, hey, this may become a large engineering problem. So this manager active train count active train cells still needs to maybe be in the level. Maybe it needs to have, well, I guess we need to update this. This gets hairy because this is Harry McCleary. Just throw Mim Malloc or Jim Malloc, the heap manager, in the group. One big allocation instead of multiple allocations eventually. Yeah, I know. That was I was like, well, I'll chuck a few vectors and then later on I'll remove them all for my own system of like, and dynamic arena allocated arrays is not something that I could easily figure out. Heap allocations are 99% of the time not the problem. Yeah, exactly. I mean, most of the time, if there's a vector of any serious size, it is reserved or resized at the beginning. So if there's like vectors of like instances where there's going to be thousands of instances, they get allocated up front. And then there's like little warnings if they keep growing. Whereas something that's going to be like 6 trains or something, or 10 trains, I just don't think it's a big deal. Famous last words. So this thing is talking to these active train cells. This should be a vector. So each train kind of lives, it kind of interacts with the level it's in. And we're going to be able to change the level of the train. So that's going to be interesting. We'll start with just in the world there is the player trains. Consistent actual train data. So if I build, I'm going to get a gazillion errors. Ouchies. I think it's like, I think the slowness comes from like if you're trying to allocate and deallocate from the heap a lot. Because if you make a vector that's for the lifetime of the application, and in it, I mean, all the memory is going to be on the heap at some point, like even the arena. I don't think necessarily like the accessing is slow in computing terms, but like it's necessary, but it's the allocation and the deallocations that are slow. Ask memory to the OS. Just allocate one big array at the beginning and free it right away. Then your global allocator won't need to make a syscall. Maybe the access is slower, but the stack is so small. It's like you can't put the whole game on there if it's going to be like gigabytes of a gigabyte of memory or whatever. Okay, so what did we break? We broke a lot of stuff. Train, draw train controls. Editor, draw train controls. We don't need to do this anymore. Oh wait, we do need to draw this. Okay, train pointer equals get current level trains. Let's just get rid of this because this is essentially what we are replacing. Got rid of a few errors. Okay, and now in here in game world train state equals testing train 0. If train mode POV. Let's just not have POV mode because this is just complicated. Let's just update camera view. Update game camera view. Note, not supported while we work on global trains. Thanks. Okay. Next thing, the train update camera point of view. This is going to be turned off. So this is called to the OS kernel that is slow. So can you, in C++, can you say like, I want to allocate a bunch of memory, and then anytime you use a vector, use that memory. Don't go to the system and ask for more memory. Okay, so for level train active train cell count equals 0. Did we get rid of this? Where was the error? We still have active train cell count. So where was the error? Train manager is not a thing. Okay, so no train manager. Oh, I see. We got rid of train manager on the level. Train manager. Perhaps we will figure that out. Maybe we do want a train manager. What does a train manager do? It manages the active cells and has these things in it for some reason. All it does is keep a list of what cells are active. Okay, while we're at it, make that while we're speaking of vectors. A std vector of active train cells. What are these? They're a cell, a train unit count, and then the train unit pointers. This looks messy. We may just have to get rid of this for a while and disable collisions while we figure out a better way to do it. Okay, that stays. But then when we come here, we want to, could be instruct initialized values. So this is initializing all of the trains in the world. Trains init. Oh, here we go. We're having a big Rockers Games. You can give your own allocator to std vector and many other containers, even standard string. Rule 12 optimization, do less work. If your program is using memory a lot, your global allocator might be doing a lot of syscalls. Yeah, interesting. I quite like how vectors work in that you can kind of allocate a whole bunch of stuff in them and then just clear them. And all that memory is reserved, and it's even got constructed elements on it if you want. And now it just works like an array. But it will get bigger if it needs to. Like, as long as you don't like make a new, if you keep making arrays, I guess I do that in some places, but it's usually for small things like going, like calculating a path or something. I guess it's still got to go get the memory in. Okay, so this initialization is such a mess because we've got like this call thing. Train equals level trains. This is not, maybe we want to give the player for level. We don't want to do this at all in the level at all. We want to say give the player a train. Or we just say set initial world train resources. The locomotives, cars, etc. that this world starts with. So it's a hybrid array, stack plus heap. Stays on stack first 50 elements, the new elements 51 goes to heap. Nah, if you make a vector, and like if I was to like stand a vector in here of some F32 floats in this function, I believe the floats pointer, this is just all of vectors is like a pointer to some memory. But in the vector, it'll go in and be like, hey, can I give memory for one float or something like that. But if you were like floats, if you sent it like 32, I want 32 floats in there, it'll go find memory for 32 floats. It'll go like request that from on the heap. And I believe floats will just be like a pointer to where that is. Oh, it's not going to build, is it? But the actual where it stores those 32 floats, there'll be an array of, it'll end up like float values 32. It'll just make something like that. But then if it needs to get bigger, it'll then go reallocate now, say, values 64, and it'll copy all of these values into the new array. So that's why vectors become slow, or why they're like, well, there could be a performance problem with this, because every time you grow it, you need to reallocate new memory and then copy all your values into the new array. And also that invalidates anything pointing to this. So it's dangerous if you use a vector for like a core piece of memory, core piece of data that's like your trains, for example, and then that train array grows, and now anything pointing to that train array is invalid. Which I just realized I was about to do that. So you kind of, that's why like if you were to, you might just say, hey, in the game there is, instead of a vector of player trains, there is just like a raw array of trains. I mean, you know, trains player trains of like max trains, and you can make this some big number. Whoops. Oh, I hate when I push that button. Go away, what are you doing? Don't build, don't do anything. No. This actually is a thing, 10 trains, but you could say, oh, there's like, save me enough memory for like 50 trains. There's never going to be more than 50 trains, or like 256 trains. This is a hard limit. And then you need also like I32 player train count. Sorry if this is all underneath the window so you can't see what's going on. And that's safer than having it in vectors. Keep being a C guy with pointer equals float malloc in size of float. Yeah. But when you do a realloc, you don't need to mem move mem copy yourself. Yeah, exactly. It does that. But because it does that, therein lies like a thing that if you're not aware of that happening and you have like this standard vector of port connections, and then I've got these port connection pointer find point. Now I'm like looking for pointers. If you maintain arrays of pointers to a vector and then that vector resizes, all of its pointers no longer point to the right mems. Anyway, so maybe we'll say ggame world dot. But this is the convenience of the vector, is you just say player trains dot push back. It updates the count. Otherwise now I'm like, oh, I gotta like manage the count and manage the array. So you can say player train, yeah, so you see there's a lot of writing in there. And now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just do the thing I said not to do. All because of this. This way I feel like there needs, I feel like what I want is a thing that it is a fixed array, but it holds a size and like an add value and remove value. In fact, I built one for Space Game, which was like just a templated struct that held a certain amount of values. When you make it, it creates it with that many values, and then you can do a swap back on it, or you can add a value to it or whatever. There was like a add or remove or whatever. Just so it's like a vector light, a non-resizing vector. So I guess train. Is that an empty train? Train dot. So all this stuff is kind of what we want to do. Excuse me. Train, and we don't want to set the level index. Why is it an I16? Level index equals -1. So this is like a non-train index equals -1. Trains deactivated last node null locomotive max speed equals whatever 1.2 is. Memory management was one of the first things you had to implement. I want this array to be on the heap and not in the stack. For example, why not create a big array, 200, and that's it? Exactly. Well, that is like the C way, I guess, is you just make a big array. Like here, I've got levels, max levels in world. So there's a limit, there's 24 levels in the world, and that's it. And we pre-allocate it and just be like, it's worth however big a level is. It's better to just pre-allocate the memory up front. But here, this world, when the game inits, it inits into the core memory, which is like my own arena, but it inits in an allocation, which is not an allocation, because if we go to this, it allocates into an arena. So the only actual malloc is this core memory malloc. This is the size of the, but it's a mess is what I'm saying. But technically these are heap allocations. This is kind of cool. I didn't know you could do this. You can, this new, you get the memory, say you get a pointer to some memory, You can call new, which is a heap allocation, but you can give it the pointer you want it to allocate the game onto, which is kind of cool. What are we doing? Okay, the train index. Trying to be clever here with train.add car. Okay, so all of this level based stuff goes away. Stack on Linux is 8 megabytes and 1 megabytes. Yeah. New placement. Yeah, that's good stuff. That was really a lifesaver because I had these mixed methods of allocating. So there's allocating to this arena, but it's just allocating a pointer. It's not doing any initialization. I was like, oh, none of my stuff's being initialized to these values. You know, in the header, it's like part of C++ is it's got these initializations. And I was like, well, if I just do a raw pointer allocation, it doesn't do it. But this new thing does construct the game on that pointer. So it runs all these initializations, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what is now broken? Build mode train. So this now needs to, what is the size limit of the heap? It's based on like your actual memory. Memory, 128 gigs. But then it goes beyond that, because you can allocate memory to like the hard drive and stuff like that. Game build mode train level equals get current world level current train index. So do we not have a level current train index anymore? A level current train index. And that might not be bad because let's not do that. On 64 bits you have 48 bits addressable space. Every program can try to allocate the whole. Okay, train equals game trains, game world. We need to know what is our current active train. Maybe in trains we will just, yeah, we really don't want this to resize this vector at any point. This is important that this doesn't resize. Game world. Oh, we never actually player trains dot. Do we reserve or resize to max trains? Let's just do that, and then game world dot player trains dot clear. I don't know if this is good, but it's just do it. And then we probably need a function to manage the world dot player trains dot pushback the train. We're probably going to need a add train function for later. And then we kind of want to know what is the current train, current selected train. Perhaps, is it just an index? I don't know. Equals 0. So looking at this, we have this current train index. Yeah, I don't know if you missed anything. Okay, train index. Let's just make this -1 also. We don't know what the train index is, because the train index is actually the index of the train that this unit belongs to, and then the train index is like what train it is in the level, but that might become like a global index. Okay. Stack memory. Well, that's where you get it. Just keep adding things in some local scope until you get a Stack Overflow. Okay, level current train index. So we don't current train index. We can say world reference world equals g game world. So we can change this to world dot current selected train. Train reference. This is where we want to be a bit careful, because like you don't just want to automatically current selected train. I guess we want to say train pointer train equals world dot player trains. This is a little world dot current selected train index. This is a little bad because this may not be available. It needs to be more of a getter or something. Okay, can place train dot if train, because this is, yeah, we'll just go get it like this. Just raw dog it for a moment. Well, yeah, we're getting deep. We're getting deep into the knowledge base. I've got nothing more to contribute. If train state deactivated, place on rail. Okay, so this is only if the train is deactivated. Most of the stuff seems good. Okay. Okay, if link, would the connection now calculate the train locomotive position? We've already got the train, don't we? Aren't we way down here and we've already got the train ages ago? Train. I don't know why I got the train again. Okay, train, it keeps... Activate the train. We already know what the train is. Level current train index. Okay, so this is where it just increments the current active train. And I guess we just don't want to do that. This was my auto thing. So for now levels and trains, I guess we just want to get the trains. Level train manager dot active cell count. Reset the active cells. So this is moving each train, but they're no longer level dependent, sir. Yeah, it's great. You seem to know a lot. Rust. Did you just say we should go learn Rust? Okay, so we don't need to be in level world. We need to go get this for loop Oh, train movement code is so good and clear and what? I hate that. Why are there two things stacked? This needs some love. Okay. Is there a little close up? Okay. Get rid of this loop. Okay. Did that work? Does this have a bracket to a brace? Oh. Okay. So that is now that. So instead of for U-size train J, why are we using J? Train index. This is world dot player trains dot size. Train equals world dot player trains train index. Okay, how many things did we break? A lot. Okay, level dot train manager. I don't think we want this train manager thing. Let's get this stuff. Let's get this manager. Ugh, it's such a horrible thing. Oh wait, those are all there, but we're gonna put the world and give it a train manager. Manager. Train manager. Manager. Train manager equals world dot train manager. This is gonna get scrappy. So I like VS Code's coloring of brackets. Check out things yourself. Verify things. This is the internet. We hear things once and defend it till we die.
Sometimes we just do it. We just do it, and then see what happens. Sometimes we just do it. We just do it, and then see what happens.
That's what we do around here. Trains, add active cell. What does this do? Add active cell? Yeah, I know that, but what does it do? The function doesn't exist? Oh, there's a major update that needs putting into work. What is all this stuff? Why is all this stuff? Add active cell, train manager, cell, train manager, active cell count. It doesn't care about the level. We just store cells across the world. Yeah, sometimes this breaks when you... It breaks the formatting with the ifs and defs. Okay, we're just gonna try putting in the train manager? TM, trademark, train manager. Okay, what seems to be the problem? Okay. Level world dot. Oh, we've already got it. Train manager. Oh, this doesn't know what this is. Struct TM. Okay. Didn't we grab it somewhere? I mean, I really want to get rid of this whole collision thing and make it not the way it is. Level train equals, ooh, when we make a new train, we need to correctly set its... I think we just get rid of collisions. All this code just to put a train down. Okay, we're creating the train. Train state equals train running. Do we set it? We get the train. Okay, train level index. We never actually set it. I guess we can say train dot level index equals level index. Perfect. Train dot index, train index equals world dot current selected train index. Perfect. Only a few errors left to go. Train pointer train equals train level trains engine unit train index. This is our backwards way of getting the trains. I think collisions might just have to be turned off until down here. At what point does collisions end? 4. We're on this line down to here. Now what? Still some bugs. Rail is not a class on namespace, so we seem to have missed a... Let's try and fix this stuff. Okay. So this is this for loop runs down to... what? Okay. So this is for 4 trains. Confusing. Okay, so we go to the train, we get another for loop there. We're still in the train. We do another thing, we do all the cars. We do some deep if checking, and then we carry on drawing the model, and then train.active cell, then mark next node, if locomotive unit. Oh, this looks like it needs to go away. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, current train index level, current train index goes away, and everything works. Run the game. To the pit. Pine, are we on track to feed the pit? Yeah, no pine. Well, trains still actually work? That's bananas. Okay, now we have a crash, which is movement, train side, world player trains, train index, train cars, car ID. Let's go and debug this. The pit hungers for fresh meat. The doggies. Look at them, they're so good. I guess we don't have any more trains. So we could put a train down here, but if we go over here, it's going to be like, whoa, that looks... What happened to the train? Okay, we get mega crashes. Trains update. Train equals world player trains. So this is not a thing. Okay. We need to like get next train thing. Maybe this could be all in the train manager. Put that in the train manager and smoke it. And give it a little will go away. A void or a train pointer. Get train at index. I32 index. Man, I'm snacky. There's not much to eat. Game trains. Excuse me. Void trains manager. Get train at index. I32 index. Whoops. Now we need to do. Oh, I've got a function for this. Player trains dot has. Oh, if has player trains and the item. Well, I don't know. No, that's not helpful. What do you? How do you do if player trains? How do you like look through a thing and find out if player trains dot find? What is the thing? What do you do if player trains dot begin? How do you somebody help? How do you see if you could just say if index is greater than or equal to player trains dot size. Is less than player trains dot size. Should have find. Dirty rice. Player trains dot find. There's no find on a vector. Oh, is it standard find? Find. And then you look at these and you're like, what? Oh yeah, standard find, and then player trains dot begin, and then you need to do like player trains dot end, and then send in the index. Is that what you do? Return player trains index. I feel like that's slightly wrong. Or return null. Are you good code? You bad code. I also maybe disrupted the whole flow of things. Game world player train. Game world train manager. World train manager dot. Oh, so many places. I should just get it at the top here. Trains. Train manager. What, you don't know what that is? Isn't it a part of trains? Oh, manager. Why did I name it like that? Train manager equals world dot train manager. Okay, and then world dot train manager can just become train manager. World, this can become train manager. World, this can become train manager. Train manager, this can become train manager. Train manager. Train manager, train manager, train manager. Train manager? Train manager. Get train at index. This needs to send back a train pointer. Or does it not know what that is? A train pointer, trains manager. Return player trains index ref that thing. Syntax error return. Oh, have I got not enough of these things? Okay, a conditional expression of type. Okay, this is not how you use find. I guess if index is greater than 0 and index is less than player trains dot size. Dun, 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 dun. Game trains. So instead of that, we can just say train reference, train pointer. Maybe we'll say train pointer equals train manager dot get train at index train manager dot active train current selected train index, and then if train pointer, then oh, you can't just set a reference and then not set it a. I guess we could put this whole thing train reference train equals train pointer like that, and then grab all this stuff. It's so much stuff. It's not that much stuff. It's kind of a lot of stuff. This line. Up. Yeah, no, it was all good. Did that work? I still think there's some dirty, broken stuff in here. This is quite a hacky attempt. Train. Okay. Can't get the train. So where is we not getting the train? Maybe we are here and we go in here. This is 0. If index... Oh. Oh no, wait. That was correct. Yeah, you're right. That is why it's failing. Oh, ligatures. Who did that? Who put ligatures in here? Oh yeah, great and equal. Sorry, you did that way long ago. You spotted that. Okay, trains. Do we get a train? The train pointer is correct, so we get the train. Does train look like a thing? Yeah, it looks like it's actual data. The train is here, although it was crashing a little bit when it was doing this. Beep, 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 beep. It is able to, okay. Train cars size is quite large. That's another error. So a train has a vector of cars. For some reason they are set to a bajillion. Adding some cars, add car. Did we skip a thing where we were like, let's just look and see what happens here when we add these cars. Thanks for the tip, Brian. Okay, so the locomotive currently has, not the locomotive, but the train has cars size 0. So at some point, stepping in here, I get a car, and then cars push back car. Cars size 1, that seems okay. Cars size 5 seems good. At some point, something goes weird with this. Continue. Okay, this looks okay, but then is it something down like when we create the train? We'll go down to here when we place the train. Continue, get rid of that, continue, and then we place the train here. Train, cars size 5, seems good. Blah 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 blah. Train equals train. Cars are still good. Was there something where I commented out some important... Okay, so we're loading up the weight, we're going through here. For car index. Engine, connection, collision. At some point we're doing something weird. Pick up cargo from storage. We need to check here. Continue. So we just got to the station. Storage, remove cargo, car. Ooh. Locomotive. So it seems like this is like some bad data or something. Car reference equals train, cars, size 5. Car index is 0. Car is... doesn't know what locomotive it's got. Its last featured cell is null. Its world position is bananas. The train index is -1. This unit looks alright. The car, well, I guess it's just not being set, any of this stuff. Car last featured cell is now this. Then we draw it, we construct the thing, and then everything looks cool, but it's gonna it didn't crash. Oh, what was that? Did you see that boat? Okay, train index equals 1. Player train size equals 3,300. Why are there so many trains? Why are there 3,000 trains? Why are there 3,000 trains? Push back the train. We added 1 train. Is it because we're getting some reference? World train manager. The world is a reference. I don't know why this is adding thousands of trains. It's like, what's this? Is this like, this looks like, is this like overriding into this? Oh, did I remove? I bet you what's happening is this train active cell count is going up. each frame, it's overloading this and writing into this because we're not clearing active cell count. At some point we should be. I thought it was and I changed it, but maybe we're not. Active cell count in trains. It doesn't seem to be game world. So there's a different thing of these. So we used to have in level active cells and we just move them haphazardly. So I'd like to do a little we do look at this. This is the link with the active cell count, blah de blah. We increment it here when we add to active cell, but there was never a point where we... This train file sucks. Okay, so up, update. I believe at the very beginning of update, there used to be a train manager active cell count equals 0. This thing here. Because if I just go debug log active train cells, just send to D and put train manager active train cell count. And see it grow. We'll see it grow. Boom. Active train cells growing. Once that's 256, it's gonna blow up the game. That's cool. And there's a downside of using C-style arrays. They don't have any checking. They just start writing data into the next field. I like it. So, active train, cell count 0. Each frame the train grows and the pit hungers. The pit hungers for sacrifice. Okay. So there might still be more crashes. Oh, that looks bad. We lost our train. That's going to be printing a lot of debug statements. Was that something to do with the train placement thing? Bam, bam, ba-down, bam, bam, bam. Address sanitizers would help. Yeah, I don't know how they work in this. Did something happen when... Oh yeah, good. Thank you. Carry on. Did something happen when I moused over here? Yeah, it started freaking out. Bye-bye train. So it should not get the train. Oh, we don't increment the index of the thing. Right, we come here. The train state should not be... should be set to train running. Train state equals train... Train state equals train running. So then it shouldn't get a thing. Train equals this, train state equals train deactivated. We go get it gets the train. Maybe it does some stuff later. We close this one and then it moves the train. If it's deactivated, continue. Well, whatever, man. I forgot what we were even doing. We could just do this hack to like, once we add this thing. But I kind of want to just say like, if the game mode build train, and this is movement, it shouldn't get through this check. And train pointer state does not equal train running. Just don't do it, man. Don't use that train. Well, you know what we're doing. We're using the actual train data to place the train. And what if you wanted to pick the train up? Maybe you got to pick it up before you put it down afterwards. So that goes there. Then over here, don't you bug out. Oh yeah, cool. Now it is not bugging out, and we have no more trains, so we can't do any more. Give me a button to push. Okay. So to add further mess, I wanted to fix, this might be another thing to fix some other time, because we have this nice place unit on rail, transform unit on rail, we have the connection in the unit, and then we have update unit, and we have the connection in the unit. This one does an actual offset for facing rotation, this one does not. And that is a cause of many bugs. Oh, hi. Do you know how to use address sanitizers on MSVC, sir? I do not. Alright. So instead of just drawing this thing, this is the giant train card. We can say draw, okay, this is train cards, trains, train builder. If game build mode equals game build mode. Then we want to kind of do this, but we want to do it for however many, so we could get the train manager, trains manager. Let's just call this train manager. Like, what's the point in namespaces? Visual Studio options, you can enable it, but it must be installed. Oh. Train manager equals ggame. Didn't I just call that train manager? Oh, it's type def. Okay, fine. Oh, is that going to break everything? Did I just break everything? No. Okay, whatever, it'll be a manager. Oh, I broke everything. Did I break everything? No! Wait, I can fix this. No! Wait, what's the problem? Why can't I write that? I like the way it changed some of it, but not all of it. Why do you not highlight? Oh, it works. Okay. Train manager. Sometimes it like bugs out because of Visual Studio doesn't know what's going on. No, don't build. Visual Studio sucks, man. I mean, it's great, but it also sucks. I feel like they must have an army of people working on it. And yet they never seem to do anything except add more AI into it. You there, be better. Yeah, I looked before and I don't think I have it. Train manager equals G game. Now everything doesn't. This doesn't have any kind of world dot train manager. Everything's broken in this now. No. Okay, now you know what's going on. Okay. For I32 train index equals 0. Train index is less than train manager dot player trains size. Train index add train reference train reference equals train manager dot player trains train index. If trains train we may call train. If train dot state equals trains state train deactivated, then draw a nice card. But we want to sort of say, is this where you run into this thing, you're like, how many things do we need? I guess we can just say, yeah, we want to sort of pre-calculate I32 train cards to draw equals 0. You have to loop over this a couple of times. It'll only be a few things. Train cards to train cars, draw plus. Train cards to draw. Come on, I hate that. Sorry, I'm being all complainy today. I'm hungry. What can I say? Okay. So just count up how many train. This is why having two lists might be nice. Anyway, then, but we don't know which ones to draw. I guess that's only for, so F32 total width, F32 card, let's just do it in a dumb way. I'm just like trying to say, draw the cards of the available trains, and then you can go over them and you can click them, and that'll select the train we're now going to build. I'm trying to like make this, there's like a collection of trains that you have, and it's in 10x has crashed. I wasn't even doing anything. It just said 10x has crashed and it didn't even crash. It crashes even when it's not crashing. That's how fast it is. It's like, I'm going to crash ahead of time. Trying to like draw, say got 3 trains. I'm trying to draw each of the cards so you can click on one, and now that's a train we're putting on the track. So we're trying to make like trains as a resource. Card width equals GUI. Now what is GUI? Train card background dot width. Okay, and then F32 total width. We'll just do some padding equals, I don't know, 20. F32 total width equals card width times train cards to draw plus padding size times train cards to draw minus 1. Yeah, and then shucks, I don't know. Is this like some functionality? This is like what Clay does. Is it does all this stuff as it makes it a little like more modular. So like you don't have to keep manually managing all your drawing of UI stuff. Sometimes I like to like write it all out in a dumb way and then be like, hey Copilot, how could I make this smarter? It's like, well, you could use a standard variant and add 16 draw calls to this 5 functions. You could have a builder for a factory for a templated object and then a class with a structure of, I'm like, whoa, I don't know what that means. Okay. So now I32 train index, we do the same loop again. Dude, I hate that. Delete to clipboard. Why? Okay. We get the texture. We can get this and just say text.width. Trying to come. The train has the power to crash the game. Okay. Okay, rect equals. How did we do it with these ones? We would like the sub toolbar X plus the button size. Okay, so we set the X to be the width over 2 to be the start. So we need those. F32 cards X equals screen center X minus total width over 2.0 F, and then we'll do F32 cards Y. Can't write cards, it's impossible. Equals screen center Y minus text height over 2. Yeah. Okay. So that's the beginning cards X. This is dot X equals cards X plus card width plus padding size times the train index. And then Y is just always cards Y, and then width is text width and text height. And then we're gonna do the train card each time. Will it work? Ding, 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 ding. Thoughtful music. What's interesting is the LLMs are like reading GitHub or whatever, and they're reading all the crazy things that people do, and they don't, because wait, what was that warning? They're like, well, this is what people do. It's like, wait a second, man. This is all backwards. I need you to teach me what to do. But, oh, we drew a button. Beep, 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 beep. So if I was to give myself 3 trains at the beginning, because you can ask it to do a thing and it's like, yeah, you should do it like this. And I go, what if I wanted to do it a smarter, simpler way? It's like, oh, well, then in that case. Okay, let's for I32 train index equals 0, train index is less than 3, train index plus plus. We're going to go here. This is add the train. Add 3 trains. Ding 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 bam 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 bam. Trains. 3 trains. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. It seems to be bugging. Doesn't like what's happening. Oh, okay. That makes sense actually. Undefined behavior. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bam bum bum bam bum. Bum 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 bum. Bam bum 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 bum. ID string. This is my little hack for IMGUI. You just have an ID counter that you increment if you want to draw lots of things. Bing, 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 bing. Trains. Beep, 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 beep. Which train do you want to draw? I want to do this one. Now it's doing that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. We get overlapping weirdness. Well, there's no UI call, so UI call will probably disable depth checking, but because otherwise you get like rects over rects. So we want to always set the thing to -1. They're so big with their whoop whoop whoop. We'll just set this to like 1 point. It's already 1.105 or something, I don't know. 0.5. Need to extrapolate all this out into thing. One thing I do like is that you can just do the card width and the card height. As long as you use these things, so say we wanted to do times, I don't know, 0 point, make it a little smaller. Da 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 da. Bip. Okay, so let's set the train manager to be, it's actually going to be the current selected train index is -1. And then when we click this thing, we say if this, then the train manager.current selected train index equals the train index. And then when we build a train, game trains, if we were to actually lay the train on the track, here, this train manager dot active so the current selected train index equals -1, we go back to, it's now nothing. So we've got build mode train, but we need sub build modes. We need other things which are like in the train manager or the builder or whatever. We need another enum that's train build. What did I call them in the editor? Build box state, edit mode, world edit state. I guess we could do train build state and have a train build state select and a train build state place. This is for selecting the train, and this is for placing the train. You could have a none as well. He made it, he made it. Whoa, that's loud. He made it. I didn't. So if you watch the stream from the beginning, you'll see that Chili actually set the stream up. And, you know. We've been here. There's been a lot of fingers crossed that you didn't make it. Train manager. So we can have a train build state. Train build state equals train build state select. So we'll only, yeah, so yeah, when we click the game build mode train, then this is if, I guess we can say when the button for train build mode is pressed, we set to select mode. So if, and we got this little selected mode, if selected mode is equal to game build mode, or i32 this, then we can say train manager dot train build state equals train build state select. If this, come on man, and we'll put double equals because we, so if we're in select mode, then we draw the cards. Beep. And then if we do this, then we also set the train manager dot train build state equals train build state. Can I just grab it? Build state? No. Train build state to train build state place. It's just enums all the way down. I would never cross my fingers hoping to throw someone into the pit.
We're not too sure exactly how we're going to do it, but it's going to happen.
So now we've set that state. Then in the trains, we can see here if we're in train build mode train and train manager dot train build state is equal to train build state train build place. So now Okay, I made a few errors happen. Okay, a semicolon. Oh, is this where you put like a UA here? Because you don't need this to be so gigantic. Heaps of stacks, bro. Okay, so we're in rail mode, then we're in train mode, and we can't place a train, but I want to get like that one. And now we're in place mode, and then when we go to trains, okay, so what happened there? We clicked on this, train cards to draw, train player size, if train equals train deactivated. So it was like 4 of them. Oh, and then we went back over size again. No, this needs to be train cards to draw. But therein lies the problem. We kind of need to store the indexes, so at some point we're going to need to get the train information of what train that is. So we put this, we select that one, and we put it down, then we go, hey, are they in the middle? Yeah, they're in the middle. And then we get that one, and we want to, bruv, I want that one. Oh wait, I can't get that one? Okay, so now we're getting confused with this is not the index we want. We need to like store the indices of these. This is why 2 lists would be handy. Here now, is this where we're like making a vector every frame and allocating some amount of memory to it? Is this the kind of thing that's bad that we've been talking about? Vector of I32's train indexes, and we could make it have like, I don't know, 10 in it or something, so it allocates them all once. This is kind of minor stuff, but it is stuff to think about. Train cards to draw plus plus. We don't even need train cards to draw anymore. We just need to train indexes dot push back. Oh, we should also clear this. Clear. Or I don't know if we need to. Train index. Get rid of train cards to draw, and now it's train indexes dot size. And we go and get the train indexes. Train index. Nice and confusing. And then we'll be able to go get the train info for this card. Train indexes dot size. Trains, get that train, put it down. Trains, nice, get that train. We can also put that one down, make a loop. Now we've got 1 train left, put that one down. And it just works. Blip. And then now we want to like select the train in it to pop up its train info. All right. What was our game plan for today? Train panel mock-up. Train panel in game. How long have we been streaming? 3 hours. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We could thought like when you put the train down, you click it and then it scoots over to here. So maybe you can be like, hey, actually, I need to add screenshot of the game plan. There was a sacrifice. I don't know about that. If I look here, wait, let's just go back a bit. Oh. This is Chili's initial mission, was sacrifice. I mean, I didn't write this, obviously. Has Grueling Pine backed out? Oh no, you're still there. I mean, this is what we were actually trying to do. He sacrificed. It's funny just how quickly people are on board to sacrifice a member of the community. Look at this little guy. Half the time he's floating, half the time he's underwater. Reflections. Alright, there's like a cube map now that I don't even know if it's drawing right because of because the reflections all look super busted. What are these artifacts here, sir? Is this some whoops? I see artifacts. I see these little dotty dot. Man, I love ambient occlusion. I hate that I disabled that though. Radius. Oh yeah, give it to me. Power. So good. Oh yeah, I found out. I was like looking at these rocks and at the normal maps, and I was like, wait a second. The sun, oh, the guts be gurgling. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. So the sun's coming from like this direction. Actually, I think, I don't know what's, let's make the sun elevation. Okay, clearly the sun is coming from this direction. It looks still backwards, like sun's coming from here. So why are the normals, where's a good example of normals? It's hard to see them. They're very hard to see. Oh yeah, see the top of this thing, it looks like the light's coming from this side. But these look like it's shadowed on this side. I feel like they were backwards in the shader, in the main shader. Or it's like they're authored differently based on what program they came out of. Yeah, like these rocks. Can I zoom in on this? These little normals here, this edge should be lit because the sun's coming from this direction. But they weren't. They were all back to front. Likewise, this edge should be high lit. This one's hard to tell. This one looks right. But then these rocks. This face is like, that shouldn't be in shadow. Unless it's... I don't know. It's hard to know. Most of the stuff came from Substantius. Oh, the water, it's getting there, eh? It's calculated waves on the Z shader. I don't know about that angle, but I quite like it from up here. And once you get a little less crazy, you get these little guys going. And there's ocean controls as well, for like, you can dictate how many waves there are, and it looks kind of bad from up here, but changing the wave directions on these waves which aren't actually active. I don't know why it's not doing anything there. This should be working. What's happened? Oh yeah, that's doing something. I don't know how many waves are oh, there's only 3 waves currently. But you can add more and more waves. Oh, the gurgling. We need to stop the gurgling on stream. Oh yeah, it's going over land here. Go, friend, go. Here, see, these reflections start to look a little weird. Whoa. Yes. Oh no, all this gets stored. I have to remember. Just relax. We don't want people getting seasick. Yeah, it's better. Alright. I don't know. We got a little card going. I don't super hate him. That's Pine from the Pit of Despair, which is aka my stomach. Now if I go back here, and then I go back to trains, hey! Actually, I want to place some rail. Now I want to place a train, but which train? I guess maybe it remembers what train. If you've got a selected train, then it'll just, you can click back onto it and it'll be over there. Question, do you think the card should have small box shadow? I think the cards should be fully 3D. Oh, you mean like a little drop shadow around them? Oh yeah, you could just author that, couldn't you? Inside the actual thing. I mean, there's so many cool card things you can do. Pick a train. Which train would you like? I don't know. They're very different. Also, maybe they go... Do you click it and then it goes bzz, big so you can inspect it? I think once you click it, it comes over here. And then you can change like the amount of cars it's got on it. And then when you click on the train here, it pops up there as well. And you're like, oh yeah, it can add cars while it's live. Or you could remove it from the track, and now it's back in your card pile. Maybe there's a little number here saying how many trains you got. Dun, Is this some of these shadows, man? Are they way off? They are quite far off, bruv. They are quite far off. Shadow bias. Connect. Doesn't have to click at a bunch of different places on the screen. Yeah, well, it'll just be like, once you click it, then it's like just showing you the option. And you're like, oh, I can put the train down now. So whatever the active train is, will show some display there. And you can just like click off it or something. Yeah, keeping it. I like in well, these little glowing dudes. Oh, this is not on delta time. It's on unscaled. Well, that's just elapsed time. On Transport Tycoon, when a new type of train gets revealed, it's like, wow, ooh. Yeah, it's a little slow going. I'm kind of hungry, so I might stop stream. And I don't want my stomach googling in the BG. Well, it's more in the foreground. I guess Pine did get sacrificed. Are we got any more trains? One more train. But yeah, how are we going to manage that we don't want the train to drop off there? Because right now we've got these like station variables. Oh, we're not drawing that UI no more. Gotta get that fuel. Yeah, well, that's a good week. Had a few streams. I think we streamed a few times this week. We did pushing buttons and we did business time. That might have been last week. Done. Stream 39. Sacrifice to the pit of despair. 3 hours and 4 seconds. 4 minutes. 12 seconds. Perfect. Yeah, I do quite like the way the old water does look. It looks nicer when it's got these angular frictions. It doesn't matter what reflections I put on there. It doesn't do them unless it's based on the angle of the actual direction of light. So it does look a little funny when it's like this. I don't know if that's physically accurate or not. Roughness. Oh yes, that's how it needs to look. It looks like a nylon blanket. Pine has been sacrificed, the train gods are appeased. And David DeLassus coming in at number 1 with the crown. God, oh, he's back from the pit. Whoa, that's a loud train whistle. All right, thanks everyone for coming in. It's good times. Oh wait, one of my train unit, your is not a number. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I don't know, just YouTube added this top fans thing at some point. So yeah, as some kind of silly thing that everyone was like, that's dumb. And then people was like, oh, I got the number one. No, I got the number one. You've got the Pit of Despair crown. The first sacrifice to the Pit of Despair survived. Yeah, I think it's to do with how much commenting going on. Oh, look at the doggies. Maybe we just need to finish off with the dog cam. Oh. Poor little babies. Buddy boy. Hey, good boy, buddy. Hello, Beansy. Hello, booby. Hello, buddy. Yeah. Hello. Good boy. Rad. All right. Thanks for the hangs. It was good times. Morale at an all-time high. Good luck with all your projects and stuff. Post them on the Discord. It's good to see this stuff. Let us know when that article is complete. Laters.
Phenomenal cosmic powers! Phenomenal cosmic